Geekoholics Anonymous, episode 219, the special Day Zero PAX West Extravaganza. Dane and I are here live and direct. Well, not really live because you guys are all listening to this pre-recorded, so not live at all, actually. But anyway.
Way to kill the dream, Rick.
We are here at PAX in our hotel room. We just arrived. Day Zero, like I said, PAX starts tomorrow.
Yes, it does.
We decided to skip the road show just because the car and the noise, and we were going to Microsoft, so we figured we'd have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So we were at the ID at Xbox event, which was on the Microsoft campus.
Yeah, the first time we actually managed to make it to that.
We get invited every year and just never seem to go.
Yeah, exactly. It just never really works out.
But this year we took a little detour and got our asses down there. And yeah, they had a lot of games. It was cool. Man, what a fancy campus. Like,
it's kind of big.
It was neat. Like, it's just everything's brand new. The bathrooms have like automatic doors that you wave your hands at and they just open for you.
They had like a whole thing and you just open the door and grab a soda.
The giant cooler.
Yeah.
Help yourself.
That's
which I'm sure got
dope.
I'm sure it got rated by everyone when they went public.
Yeah. Oh, geez, yeah. Because it was open for media and press from 1 to 4, and then it was open from the public, open to the public from 5 to 9. So we were there till a little after 4.
We got there like 2 o'clock, 2:30.
2:30, yeah, almost 3.
For like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, it was like an hour and a half ish, give or take. Yep. So
yeah, they had like, man, where's my phone? I lost my phone. I don't know, easily probably like 30 or 40 games. Like, I took photos, a bunch of like indie games, a bunch of stuff we have, not a bunch, but a few things we had
appointments for already.
Appointments to go see. And then some things that I didn't expect to be there. It was obviously pretty heavily indie focused.
I mean, Gears 5 was there.
Yeah, they had some multiplayer. We didn't bother with that.
It was like horde mode and stuff, but that game was out so soon that I didn't bother, like, just because it's out so soon.
Is it next week or the week after?
Oh man, it's really soon. Let's take a quick peek. Gears 5 launching on September 6th.
Oh wow, that's next week.
Yeah, so that's why I was saying. Like I saw it there. I appreciated, or I should say I admired how pretty it was. Like you and I were talking earlier, like it's a good looking game, and like they're also showing it off of like Xbox One X's with 4K TVs and all the bells and whistles and all the good stuff. But yeah, it's a pretty game for sure. I look forward to playing all of it once it finally comes out. So
we played a few games. Some games we have appointments for.
Yep.
And like Streets of Rage for Creature in the Well. We're going to see again on the show floor, but we both didn't get to play them tonight or today.
Yeah.
So we're just going to save those until we both played them. Mm-hmm. But the first game I played was Conan Chop Chop, which is like a roguelike. And it kind of looks like those comics. Is it XKCD or whatever it is? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That are always like on Imager and like in a bunch of memes and stuff.
That. Yeah, like
that art style. The characters seem very similar to that webcomic.
Right.
But it's a roguelike, top down, randomly generated world and dungeons.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Like
I didn't know either.
But basically, you start in town, you get a little bit of money, and then there's like merchants and shops in the town, which like most roguelikes randomly sell different items, weapons, or like perks.
Okay.
So like my first run through, I bought like a poison, so my weapon would do poison damage.
Sweet.
And then I also bought like a bow and arrow, and actually all consumables you can actually buy They're limited.
Oh.
You can find them in the world, but you can just buy like arrows for your bow or bombs and stuff like that, because you can open up shortcuts and stuff with bombs.
Yep.
And basically, you go in the world, you kill stuff, you get money, you find fast travel points, you can go back to town, you can buy more stuff, which essentially makes you stronger.
Right.
Better weapons, better gear.
Yeah.
And then like there's dungeons that you're going after, and then there's bosses, and you get new abilities to get to new different areas, because there was like a desert that was like in a sandstorm that I couldn't traverse because clearly I don't have the ability.
Right.
And then there was like an ice area that was all like frozen. I couldn't go there because clearly I guess it was too cold for my Conan in his underwear. But
so like if you die, do you lose everything that you bought in store?
You lose everything and you go back.
Okay.
But I guess what he was trying to explain to me is as you unlock new weapons and perks, they show up in the store rotation.
The store and stuff. Okay. So a little bit of that like Dead Cells style.
Yeah,
where like once you unlock it, it kind of goes into rotation.
So it was kind of neat. It's 4 players.
Oh, interesting.
That's the other thing. So
is it got like local co-op as well?
Yeah, it was all like local. Like,
oh, sweet.
They had the 4 controllers there, but I was the only one playing it.
Right.
Which looked kind of neat. I'm sure that would be a lot funner with 4 people.
Yeah.
It seemed there's like you got a dodge and a shield mechanic.
Okay.
The combat didn't seem too in depth. It was quite simple, but like it was easy for me to get in. I found the dungeon.
Yeah.
I got quite far, but I got killed. So and then I tried again, but I didn't beat the first boss. I think he said there was like 4 dungeons. I think that's what he said. He had a really heavy accent, so.
All right.
That seemed all right. I'm with 4 people. I'm sure
PC,
it would be a lot of
Xbox,
fun.
Obviously.
Yeah, I think it was PC and Xbox.
Is it like Switch at all, or did they mention another platform?
I honestly forgot to ask.
Okay, no, that's fair.
I figure it was PC and Xbox, being the indie.
It's
ID at Xbox.
Seeing as we're at Xbox.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You played Demon's Tilt.
Yeah, it's like a pinball game, but instead of just being like a regular pinball table, it's got like multiple there's like multiple layers. It's neat. It's like I don't really know how else to cut. Like it's like he said, it's like an otherworldly pinball game. And there's, as you play, there's like the table that I was playing, I guess if you could even call it a table.
Occult pinball action, according to the website.
Yeah.
It reminded me, like, for you old fuckers out there like me, it reminds me of Alien Crush on TurboGrafx.
Yeah, it totally kind of has that vibe for sure. It was neat. The table had like, I want to say like multiple levels.
Sprawling 3-story table.
Yes, it was exactly that.
Hellish bosses, intense special modes, multi-ball.
It was cool. It was really neat.
It looks really neat.
Yeah, it's got kind of like visually. An 8 or like a 16-bit sort of style to it.
DemonsTilt.com.
Yep. It was fun. I played it for a while. The tables are changing, and they're like you're shooting stuff, and there's like blowing up, and there's like actual enemies like kind of around the table, so you're shooting the balls and hitting them and killing them and opening up other things. Like it's really neat. I definitely like I had a lot of fun with it. Like if you're into pinball, I feel like it's a really great fun pinball game, and obviously like very, very different to what sort of is out there right now. So I really enjoyed it. Demon's Tilt. If you're into pinball, go check it out.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm just watching a trailer.
He said PC, Xbox, obviously, PS4. So
it's in early access on Steam right now.
Yeah, he said it's on early access right now, coming out later. He didn't give me like a specific like hard date, but no, fun game. I definitely enjoyed it. It will definitely be one that I'll be adding to my list. I enjoy a lot of like pinball, so I shouldn't say a lot of, but I enjoy pinball when I get the chance to play. So
cool.
Yeah,
that one looks neat. I'm gonna put that one on my radar.
Yeah, absolutely.
I played Genesis Noir.
This was a weird looking game, man. Like, I definitely saw some people playing it, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
It's like a trip. What is it? This guy is like on a cosmic adventure, and wants to stop the Big Bang from happening. Because I guess
so he's trying to stop the world from being created?
The universe?
Okay.
Save your love. You must stop the expansion of the universe.
Huh.
Set before, during, and after the Big Bang.
Okay.
It's like super trippy and artsy. It's like jazz music. It's like these vignettes that you like. It's like you drag the mouse and click and move.
It's all black and white, right?
Yeah, it's got some color. Like there's very like light hints of color.
Right.
It was like a music game, but like a puzzle game. But it was not even really a game at all. It was kind of like vignettes. I honestly felt like I like did drugs. Like someone. It was weird. But I found myself like tapping my feet on the ground because the music was really funky. Like
right.
Because as you interacted with the world, the music was changing.
Okay, because it had that beat and stuff.
Yeah, but it was jazzy. So like she was saying it was like an existential artistic jazz experience. Like it was. And I'm like,
okay,
yeah, I guess that's what happened to me.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It was kind of, it's like, I don't know if it's so, like she said, an experience. I don't know if it's so much a game, but there's game things, and I was like figuring out puzzles and stuff,
right?
Like to move the story along and traverse it.
It's got a really interesting art style.
Super stylish.
Yeah,
it's like really it's like a black and white, but it's like a stickman kind of art, but not really. But it's 3D at the same time. It's looking flat, like two-dimensional.
Yeah, it's got a super flat style to it. Really neat, like Genesis Noir. Really, really funky looking game.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's definitely an experience.
I kind of want to check that out. If I see it on the floor, I kind of want to try it, just because. Like I said, I saw it but people were always kind of playing it, and it's funny that you say that it felt like somebody had got up and walked away from it, and they were like, man, I feel like I just did drugs. Or somebody said, I feel like I just dropped acid or something.
Man, it's got a bunch of indie
awards
and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a fucking trip. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Then you played Rift Breaker, which I watched over the shoulder for a little bit.
Yeah, this is like a weird. It's like a cross between Diablo and StarCraft. So it's like you have the base building aspects of StarCraft, where you're creating a base and you're building defenses and stuff like that. But it's got the single hero aspect of Diablo, when you go out into the game and, you go out into the world and you attack like enemies and gather resources and things like that. But then the level up system for your character is based purely on the base. So like if you want, like say for example, you want like more ammo or faster reloads and things like that, you have to like build more ammo stations at your base. And if you want more armor, then you got to build like more armories and like things like that. So like your character is going out and you're collecting stuff, but then you're going back to your base and you're building your base. But then you also have to defend your base. So you're building like walls and turrets and things like that. And then when the like waves of enemies show up,
yeah, they literally look like Zerg Rush.
Yeah, totally.
Like on your base, but you're like a unit on the ground.
Yeah, so then when like the you see these big rushes happen, you're also playing like a hero character specifically, and then it kind of turns into like that top down, well not really top down, but like that isometric Diablo style kind of view
perspective.
Yeah, totally. Really neat. I watched them play. They were playing it with a controller. They said it's obviously coming. It's coming to Steam, Xbox One. They did mention PlayStation 4 as well down the road. They said it's coming out sometime next year. They didn't have a hard date.
The Rift Breaker.
Yes. They're really neat. I'm really, they apparently had been working, it's running on its own engine, which they've been working on for over 5 years now.
It looked really cool.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It was shiny. It had, nice lighting effects, and
it's really neat because, a lot of the environments and stuff, he was showing me, as you walk through, the grass and things like that, the grass will move. And if you, swing your sword and things like that, then, the grass, gets pushed out of the way, your sword.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. It's cool. It's a really neat looking game. I will definitely be adding that to my radar because it's like that. It kind of scratches a little bit of that strategy, but also a little bit of that sort of action RPG. And it's kind of mashing them together in a really neat way. So
visually, it looked really cool.
Yeah,
and it looked like it played well. It was
super smooth. Yeah, no, totally. And I mean, he was running off of a laptop, in this particular case, but it was pre-alpha gameplay. But you can definitely check it out. It's out, or you can see it on Steam and stuff right now.
It said 2020 on the
it's coming out. Like I said, they were the build that they were showing was a pre-alpha build, set up specifically for showing off at trade shows. It was the build that they had at Gamescom and stuff.
So I'm putting links to all these games in the show notes.
Sweet.
So you don't have to remember to what website or name or whatever. So if you go to your show notes and have a not shitty podcast app, you can click on these games we're talking about. And I
like that you specify a not shitty podcast. Right?
Well, because Apple Podcasts doesn't support links.
No.
One of the biggest podcast apps in the world does not support rich text.
Well, why would it? We don't want to send you off to other places.
That's just stupid.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I don't disagree.
Beyond Pod, Pocket Casts, Overcast,
Podcast Addict,
aka every not sucky podcast app,
right,
supports links. So you can check these links for these games. I'm making them as we speak.
Woo!
So that's it. We played a couple other games. Like I said, we'll talk about them when we both get to play them, because then there'll be a little more to talk about, less one-sided.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was ID at Xbox. That was awesome. I thought it was cool at the Microsoft event. Venue. What a cool little campus they have there. That was neat. I'm glad we went.
Yeah.
And then we went to, we checked in our hotel, and then we went to the Tiny Build, whatever the hell that was.
Their press conference.
Murder Mystery Press Conference.
Yeah, their Murder Mystery Press Conference.
With an open bar that Dane got totally drunk at.
I'm not drunk. Give me a break. I had 7 drinks. Give me a break. I'm not even stumbling a little bit. I'm not even slurring. Come on.
Dane didn't have 7 drinks. We had a few drinks. We're happy.
Yeah.
It's all good. They showed some games there. I was honestly too busy chatting to pay attention. There's what were the names? Did you write them down? You were tweeting about it.
I did, actually. You can check our Twitter. We've
I totally put you on the spot now.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me. La 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 la. All right. So you were playing after the announcement. You were playing Black Skylands.
Ah, that's it.
That was their new top-down shooter. I played a little bit after you did, which is
like a twin-stick shooter.
Yeah.
16-bit pixely graphics. You're a little dude with machine gun, shotgun, melee combat.
Kind of reminded
got
me
a
of
jetpack.
Going real old school with the old POW game. Kind of reminds me a bit of that.
Like Ikari Warriors.
Yeah,
POW, Commando.
Like totally.
But with a 16-bit kind of flair. Yeah, no, I could see that. And but you're in the skies, and you have a ship, an airship you control as well to get around from island to island.
Yeah.
They only had the little training kind of opening mission area where it was kind of introducing you to picking up items off the ground, switching weapons.
Yeah.
And controlling your ship. Go here, kill
jump
this
in
guy.
the ship, and then it was almost like islands in the sky, and you'd fly from island to island.
And there was a little boss at the end.
Yeah, it was cool. It looks like it has some potential. It was kind of fun. There's a dodge button, so you could kind of
a little roll, kind of like Enter the Gungeon. So you're invulnerable.
Yeah,
Or
totally.
invincible.
Totally.
Is that the same thing? Invulnerable, invincible.
Very similar. It's the right idea. They announced some new DLC for Pathologic 2, which they did announce, which one of the things that I thought was really neat was they announced that it's going to be free for anybody who already owns Pathologic 2, as well as anybody who buys Pathologic 2 until the day that the DLC
Before
actually
the DLC
launches.
comes out, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So that's on the way if you're like a Pathologic 2 fan, which is kind of like their horror game, which is really cool.
That Roswell game.
Once Upon a Time in Roswell, which was like a new, what do they call it? A new psychological horror. Looked kind of wild. That actually reminded me of like, and again, I'm going real old school here, Clive Barker's Undying. I don't remember if anybody remembers that or not.
I played that, but I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I felt it gave me like Resident Evil 7 vibes.
Yeah. It's like first person, and I mean, I don't know exactly sort of what obviously the story and stuff is, but at least what I was gathering from what they showed, it seemed like you maybe were a cop, and then there's like some transport, and it looks interesting. I think like if you're a horror fan, it looks like there might be something there. I didn't see it as a game to check out, and they totally might have had one of those games. They might have had that game to check out, and I just didn't see that kiosk. I don't know. So that was. I'm trying to think. I don't think there was anything else at the Tiny Build.
There wasn't any secret neighbor stuff.
Oh, right. There totally was. You're right. There was like essentially a sequel to Nosy Neighbor or whatever it was called.
It did send us a press conference or a press release after the conference, which I think is kind of weird.
Yeah. Hold on. We're getting there. Oh, yeah. I forgot. They also announced a game that is like Splatoon, but with nude men in soup.
Oh, yeah.
Called Raw Man.
Raw Man.
And I don't really know what this game is. It is like they showed a mostly naked dude running around with a big bowl of soup, and they're throwing it and shooting
beating
each other
with fish. I think I swear I saw that.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like it just looked really weird and zany, and I don't know what the they had like it was, to be totally honest with you.
I don't think serving alcohol to a bunch of people before a press conference is very conducive to the people paying attention to what's going on in the press conference.
But it is one way to get rid of a bunch of alcohol. So
I'm just saying, the food was all right.
Yeah. They also announced Speedrunners is coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that's right.
That was one of their other big. That was their other big announcement. And then they announced a really strange game called Not for Broadcast, which is an immersive,
it's like a
narrative-driven
game.
propaganda sim set in the control room of an alternate history 1980s TV station. Which is like from what I can tell, you're the one that's like behind the scenes, like making sure that people are getting censored, and like you're turning the knobs and switches while the TV show or whatever is happening, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. And yeah, like you said, there's a whole bunch of like FMVs and various things like that. So there you go. That was more or less the things that they announced at the Tiny Build conference.
It was kind of confusing because, to be honest, they were like running like a murder mystery game in the middle of the press conference.
Yes, it was interesting. We did not figure out who won. I just want to point that out right now.
Won what? Oh, the murder mystery?
The murder mystery.
But they gave us Tic Tacs, and they were really yummy.
They did. We have some cool swag from it. T-shirts and Tic Tacs and hats. So, Tiny Build.
I'm eating a Tic Tac now.
Good job. Good job.
They were screaming my name.
Screaming my name. Rick.
So that's it for PAX Day. That's it for PAX Day 0. Tomorrow's day 1. We got a bunch of appointments. So tomorrow we have Nintendo Stadia. We will get our hands on. We will find out whether Destiny 2 is actually part of the package or part of the subscription. There's burning questions.
Yes.
What else do we have tomorrow? Guess I could scroll down here and look at our schedule.
I feel like there's more.
Stadia, Nintendo. I think that might be it.
I feel like I might have added one. What do I...
And then we're free in the mornings, the media hour. We'll probably end up going to, I don't know, Sony is my best guess. Because they don't have appointments. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have Iron Man VR there, and I kind of really want to play that.
That does look pretty cool.
I don't know what else to have. I was hoping they'd have Death Stranding, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be there.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, no.
That's a game that they seem like they're holding pretty close to the chest until it finally just comes out.
So I imagine they'll probably have like a bunch of indies. Who knows? They might have Call of Duty or something like that, or some of the stuff.
Yeah, maybe like
no
the 2v2 or something like that. Maybe
they'll probably have like Borderlands. Like, I don't know.
I would think. I mean, that game comes out in 2 weeks or something. Like that game is also out very soon. So yeah.
Let's get into the news. The news and stuff. Get the news. The Uncharted film. Remember that?
Is that thing still... Are people still talking about that?
Yeah, it just lost another director.
Oh, jeez. That's what, 4, 5?
Our friend Dan Trachtenberg, the 5th director to take up the role.
Wow.
Has exited the film. This
movie's never getting made.
This story from Eurogamer by Imogen Beckhelling, the made-up person that doesn't exist. He's an intern. He totally doesn't exist.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, Imogen. Is that how you say it? I don't know.
Imogen? I don't know.
It must be a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he's gone. As reported by Deadline, Tom Holland is still set to star as Nathan Drake. Meetings are underway to find a new director by the end of the summer, so the film can start production early next year.
Well, yeah, because it's got a date. They've said when this thing is supposed to come out, but it is completely changed at least twice. Because initially Mark Wahlberg was involved, and like it was looking like a totally different thing, and then they shifted gears, scrapped that original script, got another one made. Now Tom Holland is involved. The
Uncharted film is set to be a prequel to the games, with Tom Holland playing a young Nathan Drake.
Yep.
That's too bad. I like Dan. He probably most well known for Cloverfield Lane.
Oh, okay.
Which is a pretty cool movie. Mm-hmm. Neat little side story in the Cloverfield universe.
Right.
It's kind of like a suspenseful horror movie.
I haven't actually watched it myself.
Yeah, and he's directed. I believe he directed an episode of. I think he directed an episode of The Boys, and an episode of Black Mirror.
Oh, okay.
He's been around.
Yeah.
He's directed a few things, so that's unfortunate. I don't know how I feel about a prequel and Tom Holland.
Yeah, I don't.
But it's
Tom
one of those.
Holland seems way too young and babyface to play a Nathan Drake, for crying out loud. But
until we see it, it's like,
yeah, who knows? I mean, I'm still thinking of him as the high school kid in Spider-Man. So,
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
fucking Disney, fucking Sony.
Sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
Anyway, moving along.
Yeah.
Aladdin and the Lion King games remaster collection announcement was leaked. This was from a GameStop manager convention that's going on down in the States right now.
They've also come out and just announced it now.
Yeah, they announced it now, but anyway. This fall.
The 1993 released Aladdin and the 1994 released The Lion King.
Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo versions. Will be on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch.
So it sounds like they're releasing both versions of The Lion King, is my understanding. Is it not? I think I was reading somewhere that you're getting both The Lion King Super Nintendo and Genesis, but you're only getting the Aladdin Genesis version, which is fine because that's the only version you really need anyways, because the Super Nintendo version was crap. Fight me. Don't at me.
Yeah, it sounds right.
So yeah, but it sounds like they've got...
I thought there was a date. There's no date.
Oh, what is the studio? The studio that's putting this together and doing this is like awesome. They're the team that has done other stuff before, and they've done it really well. I've been very impressed with some of the previous work that these guys have done, which is super awesome.
This story comes to us via Gamatsu. Sal Romano. I don't think I ever played those.
Really?
I think I was like over like Disney kiddie games in that time period.
Oh, that Genesis game is anything but kiddie. That game is freaking hard, man. Like really hard.
Excuse the loud noise on the microphone. Dane just kicked it.
Hey.
He's not used to the studio environment.
It's right here. I want to spin my legs.
You just kicked it again. God damn it. Stop it. Another story from, is it Gamatsu? Yeah, that's like Gamatsu. Another story from Sal again. LCG Entertainment revives Telltale games. Back catalog re-releases and new games to be announced in the coming weeks.
So in other words, they bought the name?
Pretty much.
Okay.
LCG Entertainment today announced it has purchased assets, trademarks, technology, and select intellectual properties of the defunct Telltale games and will operate as Telltale Games with the intent of re-releasing select games from the studio's back catalog and developing new games in its best-selling brands.
Interesting.
It
makes sense. Like, there's definitely like the Telltale name is still worth something. And I mean, it sounds like they want to continue to make those games, and it sounds like the studio or the people that bought them, or I should say bought the name. It sounds like they kind of have figured out like that Telltale grew way too big, way too fast, and they kind of want to start smaller, and they want to
more focused.
Yeah, exactly.
They're bringing some of the key talent back from the original company. That's been hired or contracted. Obviously, it's not all of them because lots of them have moved on.
Totally.
But basically, they're just saying they're like, big fans of the games they created, and they believe in games as storytelling medium, and nobody did it better.
Yeah.
So.
The adventure game was just about dead before Telltale showed up and actually kind of brought it back. Walking
Dead Season 1 was pretty fantastic. They won lots of awards that year.
For sure. Yeah.
That's cool. Hopefully, people that were part of that team and want to be back doing that are hooked up with work here.
Yeah, definitely.
They had a lot of fans. Nothing wrong with that. So I guess we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
I think yesterday, or maybe the day before, Yacht Club Games had some announcements involving Shovel Knight.
Oh.
So I did get a press release for this, but this is not via press release. This story is from IGN by Adam Bankhurst. Why can't I say that? Yacht Club Games has announced Shovel Knight Dig, a new game in the adventure for the titular character from Shovel Knight, and has revealed more details on King of Cards, Showdown, Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, and King Knight amiibo. New features headed to the Shovel Knight treasure trove as well. Shovel Knight Dig's a new game.
Just had to get the amiibo in there, didn't you?
Also being worked on by Nitrome and has been in development for over a year. Although it has quite a ways to still go. People are kind of comparing this to SteamWorld Dig and Shovel Knight.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Jump, slash, and dig their way down an ever-changing chasm of mystery in Shovel Knight Dig. It looks neat. It's going to be at PAX here.
Sweet.
and it's kind of more like a SNES game compared to the original NES style.
Right. More
And
like
then,
Super NES or whatever.
What is it? Shovel Knight, the King of Cards stuff, I believe, is coming in December.
Okay.
As with the Amiibo. Shut up. Amiibo are awesome.
They're not. They're so stupid.
They're amazing. Everyone loves them. Especially the Fire Emblem Amiibo, because they're so awesome.
How many Amiibo has there been? Do you have all of them?
I have all of them except for the Super Mario ones and the Animal Crossing ones. Okay. Like, I have select ones.
Oh, but you didn't get all of them.
No, I don't really care for those. I don't need 3 Peaches or 2 Peaches or whatever.
Okay.
You know, like,
so you don't have every Amiibo.
I have every Smash Brothers Amiibo. So, I have every Smash Brothers one. I have every Fire Emblem one. So...
But you have holes in your collection, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I don't have some of the crappy ones. Like,
okay.
Who cares about the Animal Crossing set?
I don't know. I don't care about Amiibo at all, so...
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, anyway, I have select Animal Crossing ones, like Tom Nook.
All I'm hearing is you have holes in your collection.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I have all the good ones.
All right.
But I have the complete Smash Brothers one.
That's what
which
really
is
matters
the biggest
here.
set.
Yeah.
And the Metroid ones.
Of course.
And the Zelda, all the Zelda ones.
Totally.
It's just the Animal Crossing and the Mario ones.
What do those get you again, Rick?
They get you personal satisfaction and feeling of joy inside your human...
Such a wasted opportunity.
...shell.
I hate it.
In this sad life that we live. Shut up.
Amiibo could have been so rad.
We have an appointment to see all the new Yacht Club stuff, Shovel Knight, and their cool new ninja game that they have too.
Oh yeah,
that was at the ID and Xbox thing, but I didn't want to play it because I know we have an appointment.
Yeah.
Bungie. Oh wait.
Pew 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 pew. This week in Destiny.
Bungie's totally overhauling Destiny 2 seasons and adding a $10 battle pass.
Oh, jeez.
So, shut up and listen. It's actually not a bad thing.
Okay.
So, for Shadowkeep,
yes,
instead of having to buy the expansions like the Forsaken stuff,
okay,
the seasons are battle passes, $10 or free. So, like any other battle pass, you get the free path. You don't get all the goodies, or you gotta work 10 times as hard.
So you get like the premium battle pass or the standard one.
So this was just announced today, like literally this afternoon.
Interesting.
So, you'll see. Where is he? So they kind of show like the free path and the premium path that includes everything.
Totally.
So as you level it up, just like any other game, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, just from playing, you're getting rewards. So okay, no matter what I do, I'm gonna gain my battle pass level up, and I'm gonna get an exotic. I'm gonna get an armor set. I'm gonna get. So that's cool. That's cool. That's really neat.
Yeah.
And the other big thing they were talking about with the way the seasons are gonna work, they're gonna be rotating.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So they're gonna have stuff that you can only do during the season, and then it'll be shelved, and then come back later. So it'll be like, oh, you had to be there to get that awesome armor set or that particular gun. But it doesn't mean you're totally screwed, but until it eventually rotates back in, it'll be like, I'll have it all and look awesome and you won't and you'll look stupid. But you know what I mean? But it'll be a new season that, you know what I mean? It's going to give more impact and more focus instead of having 20... random side events that some people are doing or no one's doing this anymore. It's more it'll just create more activity and buzz around this is the season. This is the main activity for this season. It's kind of neat. They talked about the artifact a little bit, which is kind of like your artifact gets mods and it levels up, and mods and perks and stuff on the artifact is seasonal as well. So it'll change your play style. So they don't go into too much depth about the mods and stuff, but I imagine there'll be mods that'll only be available that season.
Right, from that season.
And then when
that was the thing for season 3, or that was the thing.
Yeah,
for season 2.
Season 3 was all about like
like in
melee chaining stuff or like whatever.
Yeah. Well, like in Dauntless, right? The season that just ended was all pirate themed.
Yeah.
So like all the armor and all the weapons and mods and skins and everything.
I assume the armor and stuff will be themed as well in this. Well, it always is. In Destiny with the different themes. So yeah, they kind of outlined some of the stuff that comes. Like the battle pass seems pretty awesome. Like legendary bow, legendary hand cannon. Like get this stuff,
right?
And $10 is pretty freaking reasonable.
Yeah, that's a lot more affordable versus the like $50 season pass that they're trying to sell.
And they went into some of the breakdown of the content of what you get with Shadowkeep. Like if you the new light, the free, the play version. Like you'll actually be able to go to the moon, which is Shadowkeep content. There's going to be 2 new strikes. The opening mission is Shadowkeep.
Wow.
Kind of like.
So they're giving you kind of everything leading up to Shadowkeep, and then they're giving you like a little taste.
A little taste. A little hit of Shadowkeep.
Hey boy.
That's kind of neat. I'm intrigued. I think that's cool because with the battle pass, I feel like there's going to be more feedback too. So like, from the community. So
did they say how long the battle, like how long the seasons will be?
They said the seasons will be 3 months, like they are now. Like
really that long? That's quite long for a battle pass.
Let me see.
Does it say? I know, like, because I mean, every game's a little different. But
it's going to be 3 months.
Okay.
So that's kind of neat. That story came from Polygon, sorry. Ryan Gilliam. And
Thanks, Ryan. Via
the Destiny blog.
Right.
Link in the show notes if you care.
Rad.
Cly Guy already turned off the podcast.
No, he dude, didn't you hear? He just reinstalled Destiny.
Oh, wow.
On PC.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, no,
So he's going to be ready to play it on Steam?
Obviously, raid ready, baby.
Yakuza 7 has been announced. And it ditches the action combat for JRPG battles, which is kind of weird.
Really?
This is via Kotaku. Luke Plunkett.
Okay.
The first true post-Kiryu Yakuza game has been shown off in Tokyo. And Yakuza 7 is changing up more than just its location.
So that sounds like it's turning it more into an RPG then.
Into a JRPG.
Like a full-on...
Oh, that looks very Persona-ish, those menus.
Whoa.
We're just looking at the images here.
Wow.
I own like, I think 4 or 5 Yakuza games. And I still have yet to make time to play one. Teacup breaks my balls all the time because he loves Yakuza. And people who love Yakuza love Yakuza.
I mean, I hear it's like a zany Grand Theft Auto Japanese with...
Like with an in-depth combat fighting system.
Right.
Which looks pretty cool. Like you can slam a guy's head into a microwave and turn it on.
Okay.
You can put a handful of nails in the guy's mouth and then punch him in the face. Like, it looks cool, and it's all Yakuza, and Yakuza are awesome.
But apparently, it's all going.
I just haven't been able to get. There's just too many effing games is the problem.
Yeah, not enough time. Too many games.
I don't know how fans of the series are going to honestly feel about this because I think the thing they like about these games, besides being in Japan and doing all the crazy mini games and going around Tokyo and stuff, is the combat.
Yeah.
And leveling up.
Kind of almost like a bit like a fighting game combat and stuff. Like it's got like a deep system. Big in-depth fighting game, This seems like...
different skill trees. So obviously this is going to change things up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of pissed off people about that, to be honest.
I mean, the internet, there's always pissed off people. So, I mean...
The internet is just a pissed off
more or less
from outer space.
Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of angry internet,
I saw this in our inboxes actually this afternoon.
I did as well.
Epic Games announces 8 more exclusives launching on the Epic Games Store.
Sweet.
The story via Polygon and Austin Goslin. Basically, what do we have here? Man, how do you just not make an easy list to read here, man? Come on. Okay,
Fail.
There we go. So there's a little trailer. Apparently they released. But the full list of games announced include No Straight Roads, an action-adventure game about the power of indie rock, The Eternal Cylinder, about an adorable alien exploring a strange world. Airborne Kingdom, a city builder in the sky. Superliminal, a puzzle game about perspective. That was at the ID. I think a couple of these were the ID and Xbox thing.
Yeah, because they're still probably coming out on Xbox. They're just coming out on Epic Games Store for
and
PC.
Manifold Garden, which is somewhere between an architectural exhibit and a physics simulator. Is that 8 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only 5 games. Oh, yeah.
He just said that list included those 5 games.
Ooblets, which we already knew was coming, which has already pissed off a million people. Whattam? A game about making friends with the strange objects around you? What else do we got here? Epic has announced 8 more PC games.
Here you go.
You got
Ooblets is coming. No Straight Roads.
Alto.
Manifold Garden. Superliminal. Wadham. The Alto Collection. Airborne Kingdom, and the Eternal Cylinder.
Okay, there you go.
And that comes at you from the Epic Games press release, Booyah, via Dane Cody.
Where's the trailer?
I don't know. So these are like 8 indie games. Looks pretty cool. Coming to the Epic Games Store if you're so inclined.
Speaking of Epic Games Store, we both got Control, but we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah,
PAX.
I only played like an hour of it.
So did I. I think we both quit at the same part.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I'm enjoying what I played so far.
Yeah, it's a lot darker and a lot kind of freakier, as some of our podcast listeners have said when I was streaming it last week, that Nightmare Fuel. I feel like now that I'm starting to get powers and things, I feel like it's a little less Nightmare Fuel, just because it feels more like I have more control over what's going on in those situations. So yeah, I look forward to playing more of it. It's very pretty. So,
it is pretty.
Yeah.
I have, like I said, we've barely scratched the surface on it though. We got it the day before we had to leave for PAX.
Exactly. So
continuing it on our news train, Mario Kart Tour for iOS and Android has a release date. You can pre-register for it, I think, on both app stores, I believe. This story via Eurogamer.
Because that comes out in September, right?
God damn it.
You got this.
Imogen. No, that sounds dumb. Imogen?
It's Imogen.
Imogen.
Yeah.
Imogen.
Yeah.
Backhelling.
Okay.
That's not a name, Imogen.
Imogen is a name.
It's just made
There's
up.
a really famous singer named Imogen. Imogen Heap. I have 2 of her albums. They're great.
Lies.
Oh, don't make me
Anyway. After a long delay, Nintendo's Mario Kart Tour finally releases for iOS and Android on the 25th of September. We did not take part in that beta. I heard it was cool, but then the microtransactions suck. But that's mobile games for you. Welcome to mobile
It's also
games.
hearsay. We haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yeah, like what? It sucks because you have to buy stuff. It's a freaking mobile game. It's free. Like, what the hell do you want?
Yeah.
Or are they, like, really atrocious? I don't know.
We'll find out when it comes out.
The game looks neat. I like Mario Kart.
Yeah, I like Mario Kart too.
I look forward to trying it out.
I don't know how much I'm going to like Mario Kart.
Speaking of mobile games and Nintendo, I did download Pokemon Masters.
Oh.
I've barely played it.
Okay.
Teacup has played lots. He's giving me shit, and he said I should play it because he really likes it and says it's pretty cool.
Okay.
It seems neat. It's got like real time like Pokemon like battles like.
Because my understanding is instead of like doing like collecting all the Pokemon, it's more about the
collecting trainers, right? Yeah.
So it's a total.
And the trainers come with like particular like Pokemon teammates.
Oh, that's how they get
and
around
then
that.
So you assemble a 3-on-3 team. And then there's leveling and.
So it's a gacha game, but with trainers
Pokemon
instead
trainers.
of Pokemon.
Yeah. You saw my funny picture I posted on Discord, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about funny. Maybe inappropriate. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It's like it's the graphics in it, like it's all 3D.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
And the models in it are like, holy crap, this is like the best looking Pokemon game I've ever seen. It looks really good.
I mean, it looks pretty. I don't know if it looks good.
It looks good. For a cell phone game
Yeah.
and a Pokemon game, it looks really good.
I mean, think about your Switch. It is literally a cell phone in there. A tablet/cell phone. That's the hardware in that thing. So
that's it for news.
no.
Public service announcements. PlayStation Plus games for September have been announced.
Pretty good lineup.
Via the PlayStation blog. We've got Batman Arkham Knight and Darksiders 3.
Pretty good lineup.
A pretty decent lineup. Arkham Knight's awesome. Like,
Arkham Knight is rad.
minus too many tank missions, which they aren't even that. There's just too much of them.
Yeah, you do have to spend an awful lot of time in the Batmobile as a tank, but
the game
is
is
still an awesome game.
Overall, I liked the game. I thought the story was fantastic. Like, it's an awesome story.
It's a really good story. It's got one of my favorite characters in the Batman universe in it.
It's a nice closure to that trilogy.
Yeah.
Darksiders 3, it's fine. Dane beat it.
I did. It's a game that grew on me.
And then we've got the new games for Gold for Xbox for September, and that's via Xbox Wire, Xbox.com.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Hitman, the complete first season.
2016.
And then we've got We Were Here, which...
I don't know that I've ever even heard of that.
Idea.
Yeah.
It looks like an indie game.
Okay.
And then Earth Defense Force 2025, which is a 360 back compat game.
Right.
And Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which is also another 360 back compat game.
I do like some good Tekken Tag Tournament.
So yeah.
Some good games in there. Make sure to grab those. Sweet.
And that's it for PSAs.
Yeah.
Free for all. D23 happened.
Oh yeah, it did, didn't it?
There's a lot of Marvel news and Star Wars news and just so much stuff, which I'm not.
I forgot that happened before. Like, it was since last weekend. Yeah, I guess you're right. Shit.
I just had to say the Mandalorian looks fucking awesome.
The Mandalorian does look really good. That is really, the new like bounty hunter television show coming to Disney Plus. It looks really neat.
It looks to probably be the best new Star Wars content.
It looks really good. Go check out that trailer. It's worth watching. I also do want to mention they announced... Oh man, my mind is blanking now. They announced the Moon Knight television show, which looked like, of course, too early to see what's going to be coming from that yet. But if done right, that will be so.
It was like a title card reveal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's a ways out still, but that has the potential to be so cool.
There's a lot of cool D23 news. Yeah. Actually, surprising a lot of Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Considering that,
I mean, it makes sense though, right?
Yeah, it's their convention.
They got to fill out that television.
They held some stuff for for their thing from Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a Ewan McGregor Star Wars thing as well.
Yes.
Obi-Wan.
As Obi-Wan.
A lot of people have been clamoring for that.
Hey, he freaking killed it as Obi-Wan. I mean,
well, he was the best part of the prequels, like no doubt.
Yeah, no. So to have him come back and actually do like a show as Obi-Wan, like I think that's rad.
And General Grievous, that was it. Sorry, I couldn't even fucking lie about that.
It hurts me right here.
No, the prequels hurt everybody.
There was great moments. There was terrible moments.
There was great moments.
Yeah. Like the first time you saw Yoda in that scene when he like busts out his lightsaber and goes to work, like holy shit. My whole theater like erupted. They were just like, "Oh my gosh." Like,
the great moments.
I mean, I think episode 2 is definitely out of the 3 prequels, episode 2 is surprisingly watchable still.
To be honest, I can barely remember them.
Well, then that just says you need to go watch some more Star Wars.
No. I don't.
As much as everybody hates to admit it, they're still canon. They still happen. That's still all stuff. So
yeah. Dane,
yo,
I think that's it for
bit of a short show tonight. But we're gonna have a couple more
PAX,
over the next couple of days. So.
PAX Day 0.
Yeah, for sure.
I forgot to do the outline at the top of the show.
Yeah,
alcohol may have had something to do with that.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Housekeeping, I totally forgot about that, but let's do that now. So house cleaning, join the Discord server, bit.ly/gap discord, bit.ly/gap discord, to join our Discord server. That is our offline hangout. It's our treehouse, our secret club, but there's no password to get in, I guess.
Maybe we should make... No, we should...
No, you just have to listen to the show and then you're invited.
I mean, that is the password.
You're part of the club.
Yeah, you're part of the inside joke.
Which is... It's good times. It's a lot of fun. Join it.
You should do that. It's cool.
And then you can follow me on Twitter at RickF, no K, RICF.
You can always come hang out with me on Twitter at Dane Cody and on Mixer at Dane Cody, DAYNECODY. So mixer.com/Dane Cody. So when Dane isn't streaming or when we're competing for viewers, I'm also streaming right now at mixer.com/Geekoholics. I'm probably going to change it. I'm probably just going to make it Geekoholics, but I can't change it because you can only change your name once a month, and I changed it from something terrible to Geekoholics Rico. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But I've been streaming there as well. Yeah. I just figure... a few episodes, a month ago, Dane kind of put it, we kind of both are taking Dane's advice of who cares about the quality of the stream? Let's just stream. And it's been a lot of fun with you. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Come and say hi. I think I even had a random that just doesn't even listen to the show the other day chatting with me when I was playing Control. Yeah, I didn't recognize the name. If you are a listener and you're from the Discord, man, message me, let it be known. It's hey, that was me, jackass. But I didn't recognize the Mixer name, so it might not have matched your Discord name. Yeah. So it's cool. It's fun. We're sitting in there, trying to be better about it,
asking questions and chatting with us. It makes it fun. I love it. I don't care about having thousands of people because it's almost even cooler.
It feels like you're playing games with friends.
Yeah, we were just chilling, playing a game with your buddy because you can actually have a real conversation. It's awesome. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and Dane when we're streaming, as pathetic as we are as streamers. But hey, maybe we'll get better in time. Yeah. And then eventually we'll get the show because we're figuring our shit out.
Hey, man, we're getting it sorted, right? We had some tough technical difficulties last week, but we're getting those sorted, and we're gonna be doing this shit live again, probably next week. So stay tuned for that.
Exciting day tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know if we'll record tomorrow night again, maybe Saturday, and then that way we'll get 2 days in, and then we'll do the last couple days, maybe our next show back home. So maybe we'll do one more PAX show. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, see how we feel. Maybe one, maybe two. Who knows? If you guys are good, maybe you'll get 2.
Yes. I'll probably get 2.
Yeah, probably.
As long as no one gets us drunk. Too drunk.
Yeah.
Rate and review the show on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, or the Apple Podcast app.
Yeah. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Rate and review us wherever you can. Obviously, follow, subscribe. All the social medias. We're Geekoholics everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And then, of course, our YouTube channel as well, which will eventually start hosting our VODs from streaming when we get our shit together.
But we're getting our shit together. That's what's key.
That's the key.
That's the key. Yeah.
I think that's it, Dane. Sweet. That was Geekoholics Anonymous, episode 219 in the gigabits and in your ear holes.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
I gotta go PAX it up.
Yeah. Later. Peace.